So really, there's not a ton more to add to this unit in general. It's just a matter of getting better with it, getting some practice. There are a couple other types of like word problems where the systems look a little different that we'll have to get to. But like I said, not a whole lot, just getting some practice pretty much all next week. So let's start with this. We got the state fair as a field trip destination. Senior class in high school A and the senior class at high school B are both planning trips. The senior class at high school A rented and filled 8 vans and 8 buses with 240 students. High school B rented and filled 4 vans and 1 bus with 54 students. Every van had the same number of students in it as did the buses. We need to find how many students are in each of those. So, we get our 2 equations. In this case, what we have, we got the information for high school A, and we got the info for high school B. I'm not sure why it's crossing it out, but whatever. So, high school A, what we have is 8 vans, and we don't know how many are on each of those vans. So I'm going to go 8 vans, 8 buses. Again, we don't know how many are on each of those buses. And we got 200, really? 240 students. For school B, wow. For school B, we got 4 vans and 1 bus, and we got 54 students. All right, everybody good with how I got those 2 equations? Any questions on that? So, when we have ones where they look like our standard form, where it's like something variable plus something variable equals some number, elimination is going to be the best way to solve it. So if I'm trying to solve this by elimination, school B here is the easy one to multiply. Both the vans and the buses we could multiply by to cancel out. I am going to multiply school B by 2 and get the vans to cancel out, okay? If I multiplied by 8, that would work as well. It's just going to give me really big numbers and cancel out the buses. So 2 times 4v makes 8v. 2 times 1b makes 2b. And 2 times 54 makes 108. All right, everybody okay with that step? So now we can basically pretend this one's not even here for right now. All right. And we're going to have our 2 equations cancel out one of our variables. Since the signs are the same on those 8v's, we're going to subtract, okay? So 8v minus 8v cancels out. That's what we want. One of them to cancel. 8b minus 2b makes 6b. So I'm taking this one up here, subtracting this one here. 240 minus 108 is 132. Now divide. 132 divided by 6. Gonna put 22 on each bus. Okay? Everybody good with that part? Now, I need to figure out how many are in each van. So I'm going to take the one I crossed out here. And I had 4 vans plus the 1 bus. So 1 times 22 is just 22. and that equals 54. So I got to solve that. I subtract 22 from each side. So I got 4v equals 32. I divide by 4. I got v equals 8. So that means each bus has 22 people. Each van has 8 people. If I plug those numbers in here, they'd add up to give me 240. Okay? Any questions on that? All right, y'all try this one. This one's a little less complicated with the equations. And when you get both numbers. Robert, what you got? 4 and 8 is correct. All right, so sum is 12. Difference is 4. So that's how we're going to get our two equations. Sum, what's that mean we're doing? Adding. I'm just going to use x's and y's. So we got x plus y equals 12. Difference, what's that mean? Subtracting. So x minus y equals 4. In this case, if it ever asked you for the smaller number or the larger number, whatever variable you're putting first in the second one, here where it's given the difference, that's the bigger number. That's the smaller number, as long as that's a positive number over here. Okay? So the easiest way also, though, would be probably to find both numbers, and then you can see which one's larger or smaller. Anyhow, I can cancel out the y's. When I cancel out the y's here, since the signs are different, I'm going to add the two equations together. All right, so if we got different coefficients or different signs on the coefficients, that's when we add them together. If it's the same signs with the same coefficient, that's when we subtract them to get them canceled. So if I add these two equations together, x plus x is 2x, y minus y cancels out, and then 12 plus 4 is 16. We divide by 2, we got x equals 8. Doesn't matter which one you plug it into, either one is fine. So we got 8 plus y equals 12. Well, 8 plus 4 is what makes 12. That's where the 4 comes from. Okay? Any questions there? Those are a little bit on the simpler side, typically. The equations are, nice and easy. Cancel each other out without much work. All right, so let's try a trickier one. All right, we got 2 students selling fruit. Matt sold 3 small boxes of oranges and 14 large boxes for a total of $203. Ming sold 11 small boxes and 11 large boxes for a total of $220. We need to find the cost of each of those boxes. What you got? Yeah. So large boxes cost 13. Small boxes are going to cost 7. All right, so if I take Matt here, we got 3 boxes of the small and 14 of the large. And he's got $203. Ming here has 11 of the small, 11 of the large, and we got $220. All right, so this one is a bit more complicated. Those numbers don't easily cancel out. All right, we got to multiply both of these equations to eliminate one of the variables. So I am going to take this and eliminate S. I think that's the easier ones. 11 and 14, you're going to get much larger numbers. You still get pretty big numbers this way. So if I multiply that whole first equation by 11, that's going to give me 33S plus 154L, and it's going to equal 2,233. For the second one, when I multiply it by 3, it gives me the 33S that I wanted. And then also 33L, and it's going to equal 660. Okay? Everybody good with that step? Any questions there? All right, so now the signs are the same, so we're going to subtract our 2 equations. So the 33S minus 33S cancels out. That's what we need each time. We need one of them to cancel out. The 154L minus 33L gives us 121L. The 2,233 minus 660 gives 1,573. We divide. 1573 divided by 121 is 13. Then, to get one of these solved, I'm going to go ahead and plug it in the first one. It doesn't really make a huge difference which one you plug it in, but we would have 3S plus, and it's going to be 14 times 13. 14 times 13 is 182. That equals 203. When I subtract, I got 3S equals 21. We divide. That's where the 7 comes from. Any questions on that? All right, we get some more practice today. Next week, I show you how these work on Desmos. All right, Desmos is going to definitely make this a whole lot easier as long as you can get the equations first. All right, will there be some on the inactive part of your test? Probably. All right, most of this, though, is on the calculator active. Okay.